Hello everyone, I am coming to you today from the Spiritual Valkyrie to bring you a special reading for the new year, for 2026. So no matter what time you're seeing this video, this can still be relevant as we're going to cover each of the themes of the months all throughout 2026. So you're going to get an overview of the entire year, and you can always check back in here as well to kind of review how things have connected and lined up for you with your reading. Now, this is a pick a card reading. You will choose the deck and stone which you are most called towards. These are to help you connect with the energy of what is in store for you for this next year. Now, this is going to be a reading for the collective. So I always say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But there's going to be three main categories that the people who are drawn to this video are going to fall under for the patterns for the new year. And you will find your category by using your intuition. Usually that first gut instinct reaction of the deck that you are drawn towards, or the color stone that you're drawn towards, that is going to be the way to go. If you find that you're drawn towards two, you might want to listen to both of those readings, as you might have bits and pieces of each of them instead of one full set for your reading. That does happen sometimes. But pile one here is going to be with the tiger's eye. Pile two with the sodalite star. And pile three with the rose quartz star. So we have pile one with tiger's eye, pile two with sodalite, and pile three with rose quartz. All right, so go ahead and choose your pile, whichever deck or stone or combination of the two just calls out and speaks to you the most. That is the one that you go with, and you can feel free to scroll down in the section of this video, the description of the video, and jump to your pile's reading. I'll see you there. Bye. Hello everyone. If you chose pile one with the tiger's eye star, this is going to be your reading for 2026, your Wheel of the Year reading for an overview of each month. Now, this reading is going to give you a general overview of each month. However, if you are interested in a more detailed reading, you can always go over to my Patreon page, and there are various levels where you can support me there and help me continue sharing this work with you, and get a more in-depth reading for each and every month of the year. So on the Patreon page, I'm actually going to be diving in even deeper to the individual months themselves, not just looking at the overall themes. But from today's reading, the overall themes are going to give you some really good insight in and of themselves for the year ahead and what that path and trajectory is going to look like. All right, so oops, that first one jumped out. All right, the Tower. We're starting out strong with January with the Tower. That is going to be some very unexpected changes that are coming your way. Very unexpected changes that are going to feel very uncomfortable at the time, even though they are for your highest good at the end of the day. They are going to feel very uncomfortable. But rapid and unexpected changes are coming for you in January, pile one. In February, you will have a decision to make about which direction to go. And the decision is probably going to be a result of the unexpected changes you'll be meeting the month before. But February is where you'll reach the point where you have to assess everything that has happened here and decide which direction you are moving forward and actually begin to take steps along that path. So you're not really being given a lot of time to delay here. You're basically going to be being asked to meet this unexpected upheaval and to find a way to process it and move forward from it very, very quickly. So this one is for March. March is beautiful. March is the Magician. Wow. Okay, so the universe is asking a lot of you at the beginning of the year. In January and February alone, you have some massive undertakings that you're being called to. But in March, the self-empowerment that you feel from overcoming this ordeal, this struggle, this change that you've had to go through, from taking those steps and moving forward, the self-confidence and the empowerment that you feel from this is tremendous. Truly, you can do anything. So in March, you are remaking your life and manifesting it into what you truly want it to be. And it's all coming from the power that you gain by overcoming this unexpected change. Oh, goodness. All right, April and May. So April is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And May, let's line these up like this, is the Empress upright. Now, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, that is a frustrating card, I won't lie. Basically, this is saying that April is going to be truly an adventure into the unknown. April is something coming that you cannot expect, that you are not allowed to know about yet. It may be difficult to face or to go through. And after just having the Tower card, that's probably feels like a lot of upheaval to be happening in a short span of time, and it really is. But the very, very cool thing here is that this leads directly into the Empress, especially after having a month of the Magician. Whatever is being thrown at you here, you've already ingrained the tools to overcome it by going through this hard work at the beginning of the year, and you're able to come out of whatever this unexpected change of fortune is in a much more balanced version of yourself that is very fruitful, that is very what's the word I'm looking for? Very balanced, and is just like the Magician is able to manifest their desires, the Empress is able to make things real in the tangible realm, to ground things down, to ground down your vision. So it's almost like the vision and the journey, the quest that you begin in this month as the Magician, sorry. In March as the Magician. In May, you're grounding it into reality as the Empress, as the queen of your domain, and the queen being the feminine side of all people, the fruitful side, the side that is bearing more and abundance and growth. Okay, let's see what June has in store, because this has already been quite a lot. It's being a little bit more quiet now. It was definitely had cards jumping out to talk about the beginning of the year. So maybe things are slowing down for you a bit. Queen of Wands, excellent. So in June, you feel empowered to know which direction that you need to take and what way that you need to go in order to be successful. That builds directly from this Empress energy, from feeling grounded, from feeling sure and confident in yourself, from feeling fruitful and abundant. In July, that's beautiful. You're reaping the harvest of all your hard work. You're beginning to see the rewards of everything that you've put in, and that means in the material and financial realms specifically. So you're being met with abundance in everything that you need in the physical world. Whew, okay. August. Okay. August is marked by some sort of heartbreak. There's just no easy way to say that. It may very well be a romantic heartbreak, but it is a heartbreak of some kind. Something that really hurts you. So that is something to not be afraid of, but to be aware of. Maybe, you know, to guard yourself that might be coming, depending on the circumstances surrounding you. March, April, May, June, July, August, yeah. All right, September, we have the Four of Pentacles reversed. So this heartbreak, this kind of throws you off a little bit. So this financial abundance and everything that you were bringing in, you kind of get thrown off of balance with that. And it really has more to do with the emotional impact of whatever you faced in August, but you'll be dealing with the ramifications from those choices in September. Okay, what's for October? Ooh, okay. We got October right here. Awesome. Queen of Pentacles. So, sorry, kind of funny, it just came to me, but I really wanted to say that this card almost has the energy of you saying, of you remembering that you're a bad bitch, that you got this, whether you're, you know, male or female, whatever, but in the best way, that you've overcome so much trial and struggle that whatever this was, it can't hold you back and throw you off the way that it did here. And you immediately, in the very next month, in October, take back your power from this. So that's beautiful. And you find your stability once again, just a month later. So you're learning lessons and growing very, very, very rapidly in 2026, Pile 1. Let's see what's in store for November. Woo, okay. A few jumped out, but we're going to take the top one. November is rest. Oh my goodness, and thank you, because wow, have you had one heck of a year so far. There's been so much growth. There's been so many good things. There's been struggle. There's been things to overcome and to rebalance and learn from. So in November, you're finally getting to rest. And then in December, you are going to be taking a look back on everything that you've gone through, on everything that you've overcome. You are going to be, in some ways, mourning the losses of the things that you've had to let go of through this process, of the ways you've been hurt, of some of the unexpected changes. But for the most part, you're actually going to be looking at the good in the ways that you've grown and the ways and what you've made yourself into through this process. So really, that's going to be your internalization at the end of the year in December of what has transpired in 2026, because this is going to be a very intense year for you. So if you want to hear more in detail about each of the months ahead, please head on over to my Patreon page. I would very much appreciate you supporting me there in any way that you can. Please feel free to like and subscribe to this video and channel if you'd like to support me in that way. so that I can continue making these videos for you. I'd really like to dive deeper into each of these months, pile 1, because this is a very, very intense year and there could be a lot of different things happening here. But there's going to be this overarching pattern throughout the year. So make note of this, come back to this video throughout the year as you go. And please, in the comments, if you feel comfortable, note or to whatever detail you would like, what happened for you in that month, what changes you went through that were unexpected, what decisions you had to make very quickly and start moving forward in a new direction. The ways that you felt empowered, the ways that you felt hurt, the ways that you fell out of balance, and the ways that you came back into it. The times when you're able to rest and the times that you're able to reflect. Let us know your experience throughout this year with this adventure. Please, pile 1, so that we can stay connected on your journey. Thank you so much for being here today. Bye. Hello, if you chose the blue sodalite star with the Weissbell Tarot for pile 2, this is your reading for 2026. We're going to cover an overview here of each of the months of 2026, and if you're interested in going into more detail and getting more specifics about each individual month, you can always check me out on Patreon. I appreciate the support, and that allows me to continue to make these videos and to share this with you guys. But over on Patreon, we'll be diving into even more detail for each of the months of 2026. So first of all, let's start off with January. What does January hold for you? Pile 2, King of Cups. For you, pile 2, January holds emotional fulfillment. It holds a balance of your own emotions, the ability to balance your own emotions well. And it can also represent a significant figure in your life that is emotionally caring and compassionate for you, that plays a prominent role in the month of January. Here we go. For February, we have 7 of Swords. Be careful of deception. Be careful of deception in February. There's a high likelihood that there is someone trying to deceive you, pull one over on you, do something behind your back in February. For March, 2 of Cups. That is beautiful. For March, you are actually coming together with someone in either a romantic partnership, a new friendship, but a close relationship either way. You are coming together with someone who's going to be very important in your life in March. For April, you have the King of Wands. That is a beautiful card to have there. It shows that you know which way to direct your energy. You know which way you should be focused. You know which way you should be going, and you're taking the actions and the steps to move forward. So April is going to be a very action-orientated month for you. You're going to be doing a lot in April, but it's going to be very positive things. 4 of Wands reversed. So in May, unfortunately, some of the people around you may not be celebrating your success with you the way that you had hoped for, especially with all of the effort that you had just put in April. So that could be a little bit disappointing for you in May, that some of the people that you thought would be there to celebrate that success are not. However, in June, you have the Magician. That is an absolutely amazing card to have come up, because the Magician is the card that can create anything. The Magician is the master of all realms of manifestation, of creating your highest desires. So June is going to be a very, very benefic, profitable, beneficial month for you. In July, we see the Ten of Cups reversed. So there's a bit of back and forth throughout the year here when it comes to emotions and the people close to you. There we go. In July, you're going to be having a little bit more of that emotional pain, emotional loss, especially when it deals with family. Family or very close friends, but most likely family with this one. So for July, there's going to be a little bit of a pain and a loss there. For August, we have Three of Swords. So in August, there's some heartbreak coming. Some form of heartbreak, and it could be a romantic type of heartbreak. It could be a friendship or a family member that is letting you down, breaking your heart in some way. But there is unfortunately an element of heartbreak in August. In September, and it may be due to the feelings that you've been going through for the last several months leading up to this, but it feels like all of your hard work is not building up to the things that you wanted it to. And it can be a very frustrating feeling. However, in the very next month here, October. October is a month that is going to awaken your intuition. It is going to open up a level of clarity for you in October. You're going to finally be feeling some clarity through what has been a little bit of a roller coaster of a year up to this point. You're going to start to see a little bit more of what it means, and why things had to happen the way they did. And in November, the key word is swiftly. In November, things are going to be moving fast. November is going to be a very fast-paced month for you. And things that you have been wanting, things that you've been working towards, they are going to be falling into place at a very, very rapid pace come November next year. Finally, ending the year off with December. Oh, I have a card that wants to jump out here. Let's see. There it goes. All right, so we have the Chariot reversed. So in December, you are going to find you may have had travel plans or plans to go somewhere that might be changing, but it may also be that things that you were looking for in the more external world, you seem to be finding closer to home than you realized, closer to home than you thought. And the things are being brought to you more than you having to go to them. Things are almost being magnetically drawn to you that you need in December. So that is a beautiful reading for 2026, at least to wrap it up. There's a lot of ups and downs that are coming throughout the year, especially emotionally and with the people around you. But you are going to reach insight and clarity, and at the end of the year, you will have very rapid progress towards your goal. Thank you so much for joining me here today, Pile 2. If you'd like a little bit more detail and specifics on what each month is getting into, a little more specifics on the heartbreak of August, on what it is that's moving so swiftly in November, on the nature of the relationship that's coming together here, you can come to my Patreon page, and I always appreciate your support there. We're going to be digging into each month in a little bit more depth. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye. All right, welcome Pile 3. If you chose the rose quartz star with the Wild Unknown Tarot. This is going to be your reading for today. Now, something weird happened with this. I actually just got done recording this. It was a very strange type of reading, and the video completely cut out and none of it recorded. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to discard all of that. I'm going to completely clear the cards and reshuffle. And we are going to ask again for a clear reading on the path that lies out ahead of you in 2026. And we're going to be drawing insight into the key themes of each month for 2026 ahead. And then if you'd like to go deeper into the reading for the specifics of those themes of each month, you can hop on over to my Patreon page, and I would very much appreciate your support. That is what allows me to keep doing this work and to be able to keep providing this for you guys. So we can dive into more detail over there on the Patreon page. You can also always schedule a personal intuitive card reading with me through my website at spiritualvalkyrie.com. So without further ado, let's start off with January, the first month of the year. Wheel of Fortune. Wow, starting out mysterious. The Wheel of Fortune is a card that basically says, yeah, I'm not really going to tell you anything. Basically, it says it could be all things, is the message of this card. So it is a card of something unexpected, something that you're not necessarily able to know ahead of time, something that you're not able to predict or plan for. And whether it is something beneficial that comes in or something difficult that is a struggle, either way, it is leading you towards your highest good. It is leading you in the right direction, and it's usually making a major change and upheaval in your life, to where your life looks very different after the Wheel of Fortune card than it did before it. Okay, we had too many jump out in this pile for me to choose. Just a second here. Let's see if any of these are extra jumpy. I just feel like this one. Okay, perfect. February, Ace of Cups. This is a new and unexpected blessing of love and emotional abundance that's coming into your life in February. So it looks like whatever you're enduring with this turn of the Wheel of Fortune is leading to some pretty amazing things. February is going to be just lit up with love for you in all different forms. It can take many different, shapes and sizes, but it's going to be a true feeling of emotional abundance, coming from new directions, new places, something unexpected or just beginning. So for March, we have the Daughter of Cups reversed. So this is going to be a month where you're actually going to be taking a little bit, I don't want to say a backtrack or a backstep really, but kind of. You're going to be taking a slowing down, a time of slowing down and processing through old emotional wounds. And you're going to be healing some deep inner traumas through March. This is going to be like some shadow work time. March is going to be a little bit heavy. Now, how deeply you choose to delve into this is up to you. But there is the potential to do some very heavy, very powerful shadow work through March. Now, for April, we have the High Priestess, but in reverse. Oh goodness, next one's jumping out already. We gotta hold up here. We gotta tell the story one at a time. And I don't like this one in reverse. It doesn't feel right. I think I flipped that one around. I don't normally do this, but no, I think this is the way this one's supposed to land. because this is you coming into your intuition very strongly, very highly, you pulling in your authentic self, you trusting the divine, trusting the universe, placing your trust maybe in things that you never have before or more deeply than you have before. And this is a beautiful card of just connection with your purpose, connection with your higher self, connection with the universe. And you're going to be experiencing this all through April. Now for May, we have the Three of Wands. You are building a solid foundation in May. And not just that, but you're also going to be stepping down a new path in order to do this. So you're making moves in a new direction. Maybe you're inspired in April through some of this inner reflection work that you've done in March, coming to this higher intuition, this higher knowledge, and you realize a new direction that you have to go. And not only does it bring you a peace of mind that you are taking the right actions in the right direction, but also it brings to you a level of stability and balance that you've been searching for. All right, let's ask what's up for June. Yeah, this one. Okay, June is a month of rest. June, it's going to be very important to take some time for rest and reflection. It's kind of the calm in the midst of the storm. You've had a lot of growth and a lot of building going on, and I have a feeling that there are some more powerful energies yet to come in the year for you. So June is going to be all about giving yourself the time to rest while you have it available, making the best use of that and honoring that as a season that you need in your life. We all need to allow ourselves those periods of rest as humans, and sometimes we forget that. Sometimes it becomes difficult to do. So for July, you need to be aware of any potentially backhanded, sneaky energy from other people, someone whose intentions are deceptive in July. And perhaps this inner rest and reflection is going to help you be more perceptive to that when it arises, because that's not always easy when someone emotionally close to you is being sneaky or manipulative. But that may be something that you will have to deal with in July. Although you might not realize it right away. You probably won't realize it right away. It might kind of catch you off guard. Like, even though I'm telling you this now, whatever happens, whatever person it is that's doing this, it still might catch you off guard a bit. So for August, you have the Father of Pentacles in reverse. And that is a little bit of a lack of balance in the material world. So you're kind of thrown off balance by this emotional blow that you were hit with in July. So in August, you're feeling the physical ramifications of that, the physical setback. So maybe there were some unwise decisions made with money or finances. Maybe this disturbance uprooted your living arrangements, and you had to change gears with that, but you're dealing with the ramifications from that in August. Now in September, you have the Two of Wands. You're going to be faced with a very important choice. A very important choice in September, about which direction you're going to be moving forward with in life. So this deception does seem to be fairly life-changing. It is going to change the course of the direction of your life. And this is when you're going to be making the decision, is here in September. In October, we have the Six of Cups reversed. So this is going to be a time of nostalgia for you in October, of looking back, of remembering the way things were, and you might be seeing this through rose-colored glasses at this time, and that's okay, you know, to have some time for that. Just acknowledge it, you know, for what it is. And know that it's okay to mourn the loss of the past, but it is time in your life to keep moving forward. And so that brings us forward into November. Let's see what your card is for that. Wow, we are all the way roundabouts, almost at the end of the year again. Can you believe how fast time flies? All right, it is being quiet about November. This is strange. It has not taken this long for a card to come out yet. Oh, there it goes, there it goes. Mother of Wands in reverse. You're not sure which direction to go in November. It's a bit of an emotional, protective indecision. That's where it's coming from, but it is indecision nonetheless. You're not sure where to put your energy and how to move forward. Even though you've made the decision already, there's a lack of clarity in how to accomplish what you've decided to pursue. And for December, we have the Son of Wands in reverse. So this is not starting something new specifically, but coming back to something that you had maybe put on hold in your lifetime, or set aside, or hadn't believed in. This isn't something entirely new coming into your life, but this is action and movement forward finally from the previous month, but it's in a direction that you had already looked down or already been, but had to step away from one reason or another. It's a coming back to something that's very important. Coming back to something is what I'm getting. So pile 3, that is your reading for 2026. Thank you so much for joining me here today. And if you would like to dive more in depth into the specifics of what the theme of each month means for you, please hop on over to my Patreon page and I'll be sharing those videos there. I appreciate your support and I'll see you next time. Bye.